Hello my dear viewers. Today let's talk about something very important for our beloved Ghana. We have all heard the news and the big discussions about a new idea called the 24-hour economy. It sounds exciting, but what does it really mean for you and me, for our families, and for our country? The main idea is very simple: to make Ghana a country that never sleeps. Instead of our economy slowing down when the sun sets, this plan wants to keep it working hard, day and night. The biggest goal is to create more jobs for our youth and help our local businesses grow bigger and stronger than ever before. It is a bold vision for our future. This plan is not just about keeping shops open longer, it is a complete transformation of how we think about work and productivity. It aims to turn Ghana into a nation that can compete with big, bustling cities around the world like Dubai or Singapore, where business never stops. By making our economy run 24/7, we can use our resources more efficiently. Imagine our ports and factories not sitting idle for half the day. This policy is President Mahama's flagship promise to tackle unemployment head-on, promising jobs for the people. After the economic hardships we have faced, this is seen as a major step towards recovery and a more prosperous Ghana for all of us. The plan will start slowly and carefully. It is not something that will happen overnight everywhere. The government will begin by extending the working hours in its own offices first. Think about places like the Passport Office, the DVLA, or the Births and Deaths Registry. We all know the long queues and delays we sometimes face. By having them work in shifts, maybe from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., and then another from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m., they can serve more people each day. This will make life easier for everyone and clear the backlogs. This public sector-led approach will show everyone how it can be done before the private businesses are encouraged to join in. So in simple terms, the 24-hour economy is a dream of a Ghana that is always active, always creating, and always providing opportunities. It is about maximizing our potential and not letting the nighttime go to waste. It wants to build an economy where our young people can find good jobs and our businesses can thrive in a modern global market. This is more than just a policy. It is a call for a new way of life, one filled with more energy, more productivity, and more hope for a better tomorrow. We must all understand it, discuss it, and see how we can play our part in making this dream a reality for our nation. Now, let's look closer at how this 24-hour economy will actually work. The core of the plan is to introduce a 3-shift system across many important parts of our economy. This means that instead of one group of people working a long day, there will be 3 groups. The first group might work in the morning, the second in the afternoon and evening, and the third group will work through the night. This simple change can create 3 times the number of jobs in some places. The plan will focus on key areas like our farms, our factories, our service industries, and the growing world of digital technology, where many of our talented youth are already working hard. Let's take a practical example from our agricultural sector. We all know how sad it is when our hard-working farmers lose their produce because it spoils before it can get to the market. Imagine a tomato processing factory that can run all day and all night. This means that fresh tomatoes can be brought in from the farms at any time, even late at night, and processed immediately. This reduces waste, gives farmers a reliable place to sell their crops, and creates jobs for people on the night shift. This same idea can be applied to many other areas, from processing cocoa to packaging fruits for export, making our agriculture more profitable. In our cities, this plan will change how our big industries operate. Our ports, like the one in Tema, are the gateways for our country's trade. Right now, they can get very congested during the day, causing long delays for businesses. By making them work 24/7, ships can be loaded and unloaded around the clock. This will make trade faster and more efficient, helping businesses import materials and export their products without delays. The same goes for factories that make clothes, process food, or assemble goods. Running 3 shifts means they can produce more, meet bigger orders, and hire many more workers from our communities. Finally, let's not forget our amazing service and digital sectors. We have bright young people who can offer services to companies all over the world. A 24-hour Ghana means our call centers can support customers in different time zones like America or Asia. Our tech hubs can have coders working on projects for international clients through the night. Our tourism and hospitality industry can also benefit greatly, with hotels, restaurants, and entertainment spots staying open to serve visitors at any hour. This creates a vibrant, lively atmosphere that makes our cities more attractive and brings in more money. all while providing flexible jobs for our people. Of course, for a big idea like this to work, businesses and workers need a lot of support. The government knows this and has promised to provide the essential things needed to build a strong foundation for the 24-hour economy. One of the biggest promises is ensuring we have reliable and affordable electricity. We all remember the days of doomsor, and we cannot have a 24-hour economy if the lights go out. The plan includes investing more in our power supply, especially in clean and renewable energy, so that factories and offices can run smoothly through the night without fear of power cuts. This is the #1 priority. Another very important area of support is safety and security. People will only feel comfortable working or moving around at night if they know our streets are safe. The government plans to improve street lighting across our towns and cities to make them brighter and safer. More importantly, there is a plan to recruit thousands of new police officers. These officers will increase night patrols in commercial and industrial areas, ensuring that workers are protected on their way to and from their jobs, and that businesses are secure from criminals. A safe environment is non-negotiable for a society that is active around the clock. Getting to and from work is also a major concern. If you have a night shift, how do you get home at 3 a.m.? The plan includes improving our public transport system to make it available and reliable 24/7. This could mean more buses and trotros running on major routes throughout the night, making it easier and more affordable for shift workers to commute. For a worker to be productive, they must be able to get to their job without stress or worry. A dependable transport network is the backbone that will connect workers to the new opportunities created by the 24-hour system. Finally, the government will offer direct help to businesses to encourage them to join the plan. This is especially important for our small and medium-sized enterprises, which may find it expensive to start night operations. The government has promised financial incentives like tax breaks, lower electricity and water bills for nighttime use, and special loans to help them buy equipment or hire more staff. There are also plans for social support systems, such as 24-hour childcare centers, so that parents, especially mothers, can take up night shifts without worrying about their children. This complete package of support is designed to make the transition as smooth as possible for everyone. As with any big and bold plan, there are challenges we must face together. We must be honest about them. The biggest worry for many Ghanaians is the reliability of our power supply. The memory of doomsor is still fresh, and a 24-hour economy simply cannot survive without constant, stable electricity. Any failure in the power grid could bring nighttime operations to a halt, costing businesses a lot of money. The government's promise to fix our power issues must be fulfilled for this policy to have any chance of success. This is a major hurdle that we must overcome with serious investment and good management. Another challenge is the cost for businesses. While large companies might be able to afford setting up night shifts, it can be difficult for smaller businesses. They will have to pay for extra electricity, provide security, and pay their workers more for working unsociable hours. The government's promised tax breaks and loans will be very important here, but we must ensure they reach the small-scale entrepreneurs who need them most. We also need to protect our workers. Labor unions will have a key role to play in making sure that night workers receive fair wages, good benefits, and safe working conditions, so they are not exploited. We must also think about the social changes this will bring. A 24-hour society might disrupt family life and our community rhythms. How will families adjust when parents work at different times? How will our communities adapt to the constant noise and activity? These are important questions. The government will need to run public awareness campaigns to help people understand the benefits and prepare for the changes. It will require a shift in our mindset, but it is a change that could lead to greater prosperity for all if we manage it with care and consideration for our social fabric. In conclusion, the 24-hour economy is a game-changing vision for Ghana. If we can overcome the challenges, the benefits could be enormous. It promises to create over 1 million jobs, reduce daytime traffic and congestion, and make our country a more competitive player on the global stage. For this dream to become a reality, it will require teamwork. The government, private businesses, labor unions, and every single citizen must work together. With reliable power, strong security, fair treatment for workers, and a shared commitment, we can truly build a Ghana that works for everyone, around the clock, paving the way for a brighter, more prosperous future.